Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We are back for another episode here on the live streams, guys, on my YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is episode 93 till 93, but 93, guys, the big 9-3. This is a very eventful live stream. I feel like every live stream is eventful. This one is going to be interesting because this is an open live, which I try to do these at least once a month. Pretty much tomorrow is the last day of November, and we are going to be approaching December, and quickly, very, very quickly here, guys. So shout outs to Bay Area Throwbacks. Shout outs to everybody that is in the live. Uncle Lou, I see you. I'll let you hop on in just a moment here. But for those of you who are new to the live streams, welcome. I do these lives every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do topics basically to talk about things that I don't normally talk about on, or I don't talk with a group. Sometimes I do videos and sometimes people have questions about things that I don't really answer in those videos particularly. So these lives are intended to basically create dialogue and get to know you guys, the subscribers, the followers, and supporters of me and the channel. So this is your guys' time to kind of converse and create good dialogue and have great conversations. There have been a lot of interesting topics and interesting things that we've discussed throughout the tenure of these live streams. But like I said, guys, episode 93, it's big number. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there real quick to that big 100. So Uncle Lou, let you hop on. What's up? What's going on?
Episode 93. I hope that's actually good luck for Mika Zibanejad. Yeah, because the Red Wings are up 2-1 on the Rangers. Speaking of hockey, man, how was that Sharks game, bro?
Man, glad you asked, because I was actually going to talk about that briefly. It was amazing, man. I mean, it was a game that honestly, me and Bay Area Throwbacks, we actually went out there together. But it was a game that we both thought the Sharks were going to get stomped. We're like, all right, let's see the Sharks get their hands whooped, handed to them, because I mean, for those of you who follow hockey, the Sharks are like not good. Like they are on the bottom of the list, bottom of the food chain, if you will. And they played the Canucks. And the Canucks, I believe at the time, were about like 15 or 14 wins in and something like that. Pretty definitely higher than the Sharks. And the Sharks pulled it off. They won 4-2. I thought it was going to go to a shootout because I never saw a shootout in person, but the Canucks were catching up. they were catching up towards the end of it. But it was amazing, man, because we got to go actually lower level. We got to see up and close the players and just the ice, and like they won in good fashion.
Hockey's amazing live, dude. Like right there, really. Like, you know what I mean? I only been to one Rangers game my whole lifetime, but
dude.
I live like 2 blocks away from the PPNL Center here where the Phantoms play, and I've been to a few games here, both the rookie game and the Adam.
You're telling lies, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? What did I tell you about CM Punk? What did I tell you?
Yeah, you didn't. He did.
That's some crazy shit.
But yeah, it's still like it's still, we were like 9 rows from the ice, dude. Last time we went against Hartford, and it was fun. It's you can't, if anybody takes an opportunity, no matter what level, no matter what league, man, go see ice hockey live. Go for it, man.
I love it, man. I agree with you 110%. This wasn't my first Sharks game. I've been to a couple already, but I can tell you, like,
win?
Don't really, huh?
It was your first time seeing a win?
You know what? You, sir, are getting removed. See, that's what you get. I mean, quite frankly, the Sharks are not. They're not winless anymore. So, but
Everybody gets one.
It's great to see hockey in general because I feel like if I went to any game, really, I would enjoy the hell of it. Like, it's awesome. Like, it's awesome. Like you said, it's an awesome experience. It's loud, and I feel like people who are not even into hockey can really get into it because it's one of those sports, fast paced. It's loud. It's great. You know, like it's cold. You know, like it's cool to have just a great time. And I mean, hockey jerseys are super dope. It's just an added incentive to the uniform.
My
of the
sister,
game.
my brother-in-law, I took them. We actually met up here in September to see a prospect game between the Rangers and the Flyers. So basically, like the rookies ended up, most of the players ended up playing for Hartford, and they have Andy Phantoms and every other level from here, including like guys like Will Cooley, who's playing for the Rangers currently. I met Brendan Hoffman that morning. He's currently playing for the Wolfpack. And my sister said, I want to see more of this. I didn't know this was this cool. Like my sister, she's never seen a hockey game before. You know, in my family, it's just me and my brother who lives in North Carolina now. We're the only ones that watch hockey. My dad refuses to watch. He goes, he thinks it's boring. Mind you, that
my dad's the same way. It's crazy.
I
showed my dad, right? Like, because I was on TV and they put me on TV on the Jumbotron, and I was telling my dad about it, and my dad was just like, that's it? That's all you're going to give me after going wild on TV for freaking, was it 15 minutes a period? Like, that's 45 minutes. I was like, I was going wild for 45 minutes, and that's all you say?
Yeah, rolling his eyes.
He's not very invested. Like, I had to get into hockey on my own because, when it came to football, basketball, and baseball, I got into it because my dad. My dad, he watches a lot of sports, but he doesn't watch hocky. That's one of the few sports. That's
a shame. Hockey's my favorite sport to watch. By far, hockey's my favorite sport to watch. Like, it's not even close.
It's fun. It's like I've been checking out. Doesn't help that the Giants have been mostly terrible for the last decade. But I got into hockey because moving here. I mean, I didn't hear much about it until I moved here from Puerto Rico. Because in Puerto Rico, the only ice we had was on drinks. But moving here around the same time with the
what up, fool? Looking sexy as hell. Damn.
This is what I got the day off today, so I'm finally able to join live.
Yeah, there you go. I appreciate you.
Let's go.
Yeah, how you been? You've been working nonstop, I bet, huh? During the holidays.
I work 5 days a week, bro. I work 5 days a week. I work weekends.
Jeez.
So all work, no play for me.
Rough. That's rough, bro.
Sounds like retail to me, man.
Can't do it, man.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how you guys do it, but
I'm in the same boat.
I know this shit fucking sucks. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Yeah, but got my collection behind me, so I'm good.
There you go.
Did you get the new City Edition for the Lakers?
Oh man, I've seen them in person. Yet to buy them, just because. Oh god, because I'm just waiting because I'm not in a hurry to get them. I do want them. I'm not in a hurry to get them. If that makes sense. It's not a high priority at the moment.
Playing the long game.
Honestly, I'm kind of with you on that because I don't know if you guys saw King Leo's latest video, or not latest video, but his video of his NBA City Editions that he picked up. He got those for like 30% off, and they were like $120 a piece. Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty good deal. If I had known about that, I would have probably pulled the trigger on the Warriors one. But I don't really want to pay retail for those jerseys. I mean, and yo, speaking of, man, freaking Bay Area dude, he bought that jersey at the team shop, and he told me that they raised the price by $50. So that's bro. I was the one that wore that hat, all right? So the Sharks hat got recognition.
No. The hat was wearing you.
No.
Yeah.
I put some respect on my name.
In Soviet Russia.
I took that shit has no more dust. Yeah, that shit. Let's get one thing straight. But no, like like as far as the City Edition jerseys go, I don't have any of them from this year. And really, like, I'm not really compelled to like drop 200 or whatever amount of dollars they're going for now. Like, I said, I've gotten to that point now where it's like You know, if I really want the jersey, I'll get it. But I've kind of seen trends with the highs and lows of this, you know, and I've seen things kind of sit a little bit. So I'm with you on that. But I will say though, the Lakers one is pretty. I like it. I think it's pretty
Give
cool.
credit to the NBA.
Yeah.
Most of those jerseys.
Yeah, because I just wanted to say this. When I first saw the design, I will say it was better than the last City Edition, but still kind of a little lackluster. And I saw the Swingmans, and I kind of sort of agree with my statement. But when I saw them in Authentics, as far as like with the stitching on it, it makes it pop more, which I like. So I like the Authentics. How it looks on an Authentic looks way better than it does on a Swingman.
Do they have any other players other than LeBron?
I saw LeBron. They had AD. One that I wanted, they did have the Hachimuras, and that's one that I do want.
There you go. No, but I gotta give credit to the NBA though, man. At least when they leak, they didn't take long after they leaked to actually officially announce them.
Yeah.
NHL, on the other hand,
and I'm pretty sure the NBA has like cared less and less as far as like the leaking is.
Because, yeah, but at least they put their cart in front of the horse and kind of like got on top of it and eventually announced them officially. In hockey right now, the Winter Classic jerseys haven't been officially being announced, and they're already. Yeah. I've seen people in Kings of Throwbacks already have like the Seattle one. Heck, the Rangers haven't announced officially that navy blue jersey that we talked about a few weeks ago.
I will say I do like the Hartford Whalers. That Hartford Whalers jersey is freaking hard. I like that look.
I need the original, man. I need the original blue one. Like that's the one that I need.
That's the original blue one. That's the '90s blue one.
Yeah, that's the one I need though, man.
That's the '90s. That's the end of the run.
Bro, that's the duty Whalers, bro. You need the good Whalers with Gordie Howe.
Yeah, you want Pucky the Whale?
Mark Howe.
Nah, that's like when I think of the Whalers, I think of that. Like I think of that blue.
See, that's unfortunately when I
casual
hockey, the Whalers were already.
I'm just curious with the Whalers throwback. How long do you think we'll get before Quebec Nordiques throwback?
Well, they sort of did with a reverse retro 1.0.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a Nordiques throwback in Avalanche colors. Close enough.
I was actually going to make this live, a hockey live or hockey jerseys, because I've been eyeing a lot of them lately. Ever since like I got that Manitoba Moose, I was like, yo, I got to get more of this shit. like I was looking at a bunch of my shit, and I was like, dude, I need to chill.
Rez is a hockey guy now. Damn it.
I want to say this though, Rez, because you've done your Warriors collection, you've done your Niners collection. I'm eager to see a Sharks collection from a video from you.
The thing with me, like I said, I got into hockey late, so I'm a late bloomer because I got into hockey when it was like when I was in college, and that was like at around like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
So anything before that, shut the fuck. A lot of that stuff, like I said, like when it comes to like older players, like you know, back in like the Owen Nolan days, I wasn't watching. You know, Owen Nolan. I caught the tail end of Nabokov's like pretty much his career. You know, but like Pat Falloon. Mike Ricci, those guys, like I never saw them in their heyday. I only know like who they are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no, I get what you mean, bro. Because like I said, I didn't get into the Kings until they won the Stanley Cup. You know, when they had Anze Kopitar, they had Jonathan Quick, they had Dustin Brown.
Yeah,
that's when I really started getting
into. You guys are shit from cities without that hockey tradition. Yeah, Boston hockey tradition. We're born with the black and gold in our blood.
Hey, you get no debates from me, man. Like I said, it's just that, you know.
I'm totally just being an asshole. I'm not being serious right now.
You know, you want to know something crazy, though? I'm just going to highlight what Bay Area was saying. So when we went to the Sharks game, they literally had a deal because we went on that Black Friday weekend, and they had a deal where they were selling team-issued stealth Sharks jerseys, or just team-issued jerseys in general, $100.
Oh,
for team fucking issued jerseys, bro.
I wish you would have known. I would have sent you the money and have you grab me one.
No, you told me you're retired, bro. What the fuck?
I know, but it's hard.
Like, team issued, guys. Team issued. That's cheaper than a fucking made in Indo.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's different. Yeah. That's different. Next time you go back, get me one. I'll give you the money for it.
How was the quality on those?
But who's the player?
I don't give a fuck.
What player do you want? You don't care. You
don't care. I don't care if it's blank, bro.
Wow.
Actually, honestly, with hockey jerseys, I kind of prefer them blank.
They only had 58s and 60s in team issues.
My guy.
You were too busy trolling me.
Yeah, I was.
Survivor Series, so I was like,
yo, Rez, what was the quality on those team issue though? Was the quality good?
Yeah, I mean, they were MIC, right? Obviously.
I saw the difference now, like in person, because Bay Area was with me. He actually was wearing a team issued, I think it was his Gambrell jersey. But the biggest thing that I saw from the Indos were the dimples on the top of the shoulder. They're much more defined than the authentic retail Indos, where they're kind of
made in Canada. Yeah, the dimples are more refined.
Yeah, they're definitely more.
They were
refined.
MIC or were they Indo?
The MICs.
Yeah,
MICs are way more defined than the Indos.
Yeah.
The dimples were like the biggest thing for me that I noticed from telling them apart. I didn't get to really look at it because there's so many people, but they had a catalog or a little sheet of paper. And they basically had all the players that they had, the sizes and the prices, and they were selling them for that day only. They were $100,
dude.
And they had the Stealth Black, which I wanted, but they sold out right away.
Yeah, I should have at least got some pictures so you can some pics of how it looks.
I'll take the L on that because I did get to call you while you were at the Sharks game and gloat about the fact that I was right.
And you were trolling me, bro. What the hell?
I was hardcore.
Hey, speaking of that, I almost dropped my fucking soda that Saturday night, bro. I'm sitting back
yeah,
nothing cool's gonna happen.
What's funny is I literally the only reason why I flipped out as much as I did, because I did flip out, is because I was like, fuck you, Rez, I was right. Literally, you can ask my brother.
Yeah.
I saw my
actually, you get half a point because you said it was with Shinsuke, and Shinsuke's actually
you know what? Rez said he wasn't showing up at all, so I'm considering that a W, my brother.
So wait a minute though.
I was wondering that I believe it when I see it, and yeah, I saw it.
You saw it.
So I saw his promo obviously on Monday Night Raw.
It sucked. It was terrible.
I mean, who, CM Punk's?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was so boring. I'm like, dude, literally, you destroyed an entire company in a press conference.
It's one of those things where I think Punk's on a short leash right now. He doesn't want to give a promo that you're normally accustomed to seeing.
I absolutely understand the reasoning behind it, but I was like, come on, man, fucking just give him a half hour or 15 minutes. Just let him fucking spit. And they didn't.
But that's not how WWE operates. As far as a good promo, even Cody's best promos is 10 minutes or less max.
Hear me out.
Yeah, but this is CM Punk, literally probably the greatest on the microphone of the 21st century.
I was in the same boat with you, Adam. I was like, that was it? Really? But hear me out.
I did like the fact that he referenced his pipe bomb promo, though. That was cool.
Well, not only that.
He also mentioned his wife, AJ Lee, which everybody went bananas for.
Dude, I was a huge AJ Lee fan. Loved AJ Lee.
Here's the thing. I think they're playing into what Seth Rollins did earlier in the night when they're chanting CM Punk to him, and he's like, all right, get out of your system. This is the last time you're going to hear me talk about that.
They called him a hypocrite. Yeah.
I think if you listen to that promo closely, he is kind of being a little bit of a hypocrite.
100%.
Well, yeah, because
100%.
I think it's as boring as it sounds. I think
100%.
That's what Rollins said earlier that night, and what happened the same night. It's gonna eventually come back and connect. I think that was done purposely. He purposely sounded like he was just not sort of phoning it in, but more wait, the last 2 years didn't happen? That's what bothered me about it. I was like,
that's the thing. It was apparent because obviously, he can't talk about what he did in AEW or what happened in AEW. WWE is not gonna let that pass. But at the same time, it's because the bridge was so burned.
He could have worded it some sort of way and made it I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he did, but it's just Triple H and Nick Khan, they're not going to allow him to do that.
My thing is this, dude. Okay, I don't know if you guys know my stance. I'm not a CM Punk guy. I when he left WWE and he dropped that pipe bomb, I was like, this dude has a big mouth. Obviously, he's going to speak what's on his mind. I understand. I respect why people follow him because he's definitely one of those wrestlers that gravitates to the fans, and people are just like, yo, he's real as shit. He doesn't fuck around. He doesn't care about the politics and all that wrestling hoopla. The thing is, man, you got to understand, like, when you're in a professional setting and a business and you see shit that goes down that way, dude, you start to develop a reputation outside of the ring. Yeah. And the fact that he left and kind of just was like, fuck you, Vince, fuck you, Hunter, fuck you, the creative. The fact that he left because creative differences, I don't knock him for that. What I do knock him for,
he was legitimately sick, though. He was like, all right. Well, he was dealing with infections that was.
I get that. But the thing is, he used that as leverage to justify his case for saying "fuck you, WWE." Like, I get that aspect of it. Now, going to AEW, like I said, I don't watch AEW regularly like some of you purists do. But like I said, the shit that went down with the Young Bucks, with fucking Cabana and fucking Nick Khan.
Tony Khan.
Sorry, I got the cons mixed up. I was gonna say Shao Kahn, but sorry. The fact that he got Tony Khan in that fucking like state of mind, like, bro, like that's fucked up, man. Like that's a fucking CEO of a company, and you got him shitting in his pants.
Okay, but then you're the CEO of a company, right? And it's your father's money, but it's valuated. Your father and you are worth billions of dollars. Why are you getting punked out by somebody? You're not. Look at Vince McMahon. You think Vince McMahon would let someone punk him out like that? Hell no.
No. Vince took one on the chin by Bret Hart.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, even
Brock
the relationship
felt like he still.
Well, hang on. First off, that was a work. Secondly, the Bret Hart thing. Bret warned him multiple times. If I come out and you're still here, I'm punching you. So Vince made a conscious decision to take the beating that he deserved, and he knew he deserved it. That's the difference. Tony Khan, as much as I love AEW, kind of came off as a bitch in this whole scenario.
Yeah, he did.
But the thing is, CM Punk didn't do any of that shit. He just ran away. He was like, fuck you, I'm out. Peace. Take your money. That's what he did. Like, I don't know anybody like
such a bias.
And then well, the thing is too, and then he does that interview. I don't remember what interview it was, but he does the interview and he blatantly says in front of the camera, I'm never coming back. You will never see me in a WWE ring.
Bret Hart said he was never coming back. Goldberg said he was never coming back. Everybody who says they're not coming back, Stone Cold said he's not coming back. They all say they're not coming back, and guess what? They come back. They always do.
But is he gonna do it again though? That's the thing.
If he does, then guess what? He doesn't have a career in wrestling anymore. This is literally his last chance, which is why I think he's going to toe the line. He's not going to necessarily go off the handle. Also, partially because WWE won't play that shit. Because again,
Mark Henry said it on Busted Open a couple days ago. He's going to be in the right. He wants to be in the right side of history. He wants his legacy not to be the guy who got fired out of two places. You know what I mean? He doesn't want that. He wants.
It's going to be interesting for sure. GTC because WWE is not the same product that they were back in 2010 and previously.
I just want to call this right now. CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble.
No, Cody's winning the Rumble. Cody's going to finish the story at WrestleMania 40.
He doesn't need to.
Cody's going to finish the story, but it's not going to be because he won the Rumble.
No. Wait. I've heard speculation, and it's not based in any sort of reality, but it would be interesting, and they could actually do it. Is you have a trilogy between Punk and Rollins, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and then have the last match be WrestleMania. Have a win one each, and then WrestleMania will be the final match, and then that's probably when Punk will actually go over.
But so who's in contention right now for the cash-in?
What?
That's what will happen with Damian Priest in his briefcase. Like, he's got to cash that in.
Oh yeah, he has until Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
He'll cash it in on Punk, and then Punk will feud with Damian Priest, which I think would be a banger of a feud.
Just leave like Roman Reigns right now? Because who's he?
Roman Reigns is off on his own thing. Roman Reigns basically just they're saving Roman for Cody. Cody is winning the title at WrestleMania 40. I would almost be willing to guarantee that.
I don't believe you because last time you told me that.
Yeah,
he
and then there's
lost,
going to be another match between Roman and Cody.
Well, so what happened?
And after that, they want to put a program between Punk and Roman.
I didn't say Cody was going to win at WrestleMania
yes,
40.
Did.
No. I said he was winning at 39. I'm not saying he's winning at 40. What I'm saying is the main event of night 2 at WrestleMania is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns.
And who
he's
do you have winning?
He's basically not saying who has the title.
You know who I have winning it?
Damian Priest.
Oh yeah, definitely. Damian Priest is going to win the main event of. No, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to put a jinx on it. But you know who I think is going to win at WrestleMania.
All right.
You still owe me for losing that bet.
I watched Iron Man. What do you mean?
No, you're supposed to watch Marvel, the Phase, everything.
I watched Iron Man. I watched Captain America, the first Avenger back when it came out in theaters.
But you didn't watch Thor. You didn't watch the Avengers. You didn't watch freaking the Hulk.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
Edward Norton's Hulk.
Iron Man 2.
Is that considered part of Phase 1 though? Is it? I'm legitimately asking. I don't know because it's a different Bruce Banner.
It's technically it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam, I wanted to ask.
I like Edward Norton. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to piggyback on what we were saying. Like, let's just say, for instance, that Cody beats Roman for the next WrestleMania, and they have another match where Cody wins again. Would you do a program with Punk and Roman?
No.
Why not?
Because there's no positive outcome to be had from that. Either Punk wins and then Roman, his mystique is gone because he got beat by someone who, as far as WWE is concerned, hasn't wrestled in 10 years. And then if you have Roman win, then you've completely undermined everything Punk's done up to this point. In this hypothetical scenario where Punk, I think, is winning the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
Punk, but it wouldn't be as bad as if, like, say, for instance, The Rock beats Roman. Like that wouldn't make sense.
That's why the Rock's not fighting Roman at WrestleMania. It's going to be Cody.
Wait, but you just said Punk is going to win the title.
Punk's going to beat Rollins at WrestleMania.
Remember, there's two.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
that's why I said Punk would win the Royal Rumble to face Rollins, not to face Roman.
Man,
no, they're gonna have that. I think they're gonna have that trilogy. Anyways, I gotta hop off real quick. I gotta get home. I'll try and hop back on when I get home.
All right, dude.
All right, peace.
The thing is though, like, does Punk and Rollins like have actual like real life beef, or is this all?
I think, in my honest opinion, I think it's half and half. Because I remember back in 2019 when Rollins was world champion, was the lone world champion. Like Punk and him had like some sort of Twitter spaff, and I remember when WWE had that show, kind of like that Inside NFL type show, and Punk was on it, and he would talk about Rollins and his reign, and like he would always acknowledge that Seth was a great wrestler, but at the same time was too distracted with like what's going on outside. Like he would say that constantly about Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins always took exception to that. And, I think
that Fox show, he tweeted, "Fight me, Punk," back in 2019. I remember that. By the way,
that's just what it is. As far as because I do believe some of it to be. Yeah, I do believe some of it to be a work and some to be a shoot too.
Yeah, but
I think it's a little bit of both. Honestly, I think it's a little bit of both. I do think that Punk doesn't. Rollins doesn't really like Punk, and he's not very fond of him. I know a lot of people in the locker room who are not very fond of him, but that's kind of how he is. That's him as a person. That's his personality. And I know he's not gonna, no pun intended, with his theme song, but like I know a lot of people really gravitate towards him because he tells it like it is. He's a straight shooter, but at the same time,
exactly.
You're in an industry where if they want you to be a certain type of way, like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be your own man, like, then you should be in a. I personally feel like you should be in a different. You should be in a different sport. You should be in a different type of atmosphere. And I know he tried mixed martial arts. I know he got his ass handed to him twice, But that's just kind of the thing.
Come on.
That's just like my thing about it. It's like you're literally in an industry right now, a sports entertainment, where you got to entertain people. But it's like I feel like he brings his personal life with him as a part of it, which is like, bro, like you're causing fucking drama, not only with the company, but with your colleagues and your fucking, everybody. Like that pipe bomb that he did.
With the AEW thing, though, I think also lack of maturity from not only Tony Khan but the AVPs as well. I think that's a lot of that as well. But
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like to play devil's advocate, because when Punk went to AEW, he expected one way of happening with that company, but it went in a totally different direction because of Tony Khan's inexperiencedness, the Young Bucks' immaturity, Kenny Omega's selfishness, Chris Jericho having a lot of power there. Like there was not a lot Punk could, try to, as far as like settling in, could do and try to help out some of the guys, because there's been a bunch of interviews about like a lot of the AEW people as far as like the newcomers, and then not the ex-WWE guys saying like, oh no, Punk really helped us. Punk was nice to us. Like he told us to do this, and like they would get some knowledgeable insight from him. And I think now with WWE, how it is now as it was compared to when he was exiting from there, it's completely different. Even though Vince is no longer like power tripping everywhere. Triple H is involved, even though him and they still kind of have beef, but they acknowledge the fact that they have a working relationship, and this is about the product inside the ring. And there's still people that he still respects there. There's still people that he wants to wrestle with. So I think you're going to get Punk on his best behavior, and it's just going to be something where I think it's going to benefit both. Will finally benefit both Punk and WWE.
I think
because Tony Khan, how can I say this? Like, not on purpose, repaired a bridge that was burnt to crisp. So it is what it is, and Punk's back, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I thought I'd never see Punk at a.
I mean, I definitely feel like hell has frozen over with this. I mean, really, nobody. Oh, no. You couldn't tell me nobody expected Punk to return. I mean, I know
WWE has Vince and Triple H himself have said it over the years. Never say never when it comes to this business, pro wrestling. And Punk returning to WWE epitomizes that never say never. It's not the first time I've seen that happen in my as a wrestling fan. It's not the first time it's happened, because I never thought I'd see Hogan in the WWE ring again. Macho Man had not had the heart attack, possibly you probably would have seen him in WWE again. Like he was mending fences, he had the deal with Mattel with the Legends deal. San Martino. I mean, guess who brought Bruno San Martino back to the WWE fold? Triple H. So it's what I mean. It's happened it's happened way too much in my lifetime for me not to be completely like dismissive of if it would have happened. It's just like the chances of it happening were almost nil, especially when he returned to AEW and just basically went scorched dirt on WWE like night one. So and people were expecting. Yeah,
I mean, like I said,
the opposite way 2 days ago, and that wasn't going to happen. There was no way that was going to happen.
Really,
he knows that.
Really, the best example was when Bret came back, because people thought there's 0% chance that Bret Hart would ever come back after the Montreal Screwjob, and 13 years later he came back.
Dude, this is essentially Bret Hart if Bret Hart would have came back before WCW went out of business.
Yeah, no, this is what happened when Bret Hart came back. If he never got his career fucked up by Goldberg, is what it was.
Yeah, this is like if Bret Hart came back in 2000, not 2010.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I would have never thought either? It was WrestleMania 31, NWO versus DX. I know it was a little late, but I thought that would
way late.
We got that way too late.
That was like 20 years late, bro.
Right, but I still thought that would have never happened. And the capacity it did. And also one thing that I wish happened that never happened was Undertaker versus Sting. I mean,
that would have been the match. That would have been the match.
It still hurts me, man. Like just with the way creative books matches, and I feel like that should have happened. And I'm also upset too just a random thought, but I'm just really upset that like Kurt Angle's final match wasn't with John Cena.
Oh yeah,
it should have been, man. Like,
Full
what the hell,
yeah.
you know? Everything comes in full circle. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. That would have been like the perfect like headline for that match, man. But
that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, if I'm reacting, if you're looking at me reacting, Rangers just took the lead about 2 hockey minutes ago. They're winning 3-2. So if you're actually watching, as in the conversation, I was celebrating.
What period is it?
It's 2:41 left in the third. So
that's the final. Okay.
It's 3-2 right now. I'm expecting Detroit to pull the goal in the next 30 to 45 seconds.
I want to bring this up to you guys. How many sporting events have you gone this past year, 2023?
I wish I mean, after the minor league hockey, that's it.
I haven't gone to too many. I've only, I think it was like 2 actually. It was the Sharks game and then the my dog knocked my table. And I went to a preseason game for the Niners.
All right.
The thing is like for me, like I said, like I love going to games, but I enjoy going in the comfort of my own home. I mean, I'm old, bro. Like just going to like seeing these games live is dope, but it's hard, man. It's hard on my body, especially like for going to Warriors and like Giants games. I got to go all the way to San Francisco, man. San Francisco is not that far from San Jose, but it is definitely a journey. Like you still got parking. You got to like deal with all the people there. And I just wish they stayed in Oakland, because if they stayed in Oakland, this shit would have been a lot easier for me to get there.
True.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But how about you? I know you've been to a couple of Dodgers games, right?
I was at one Dodger game this past year, and I finally got to see Clayton Kershaw pitch. And yeah,
Bay Area goes every game.
I know, freaking Bay Area. And I always see his post. Oh, whatchamacallit? Yeah, I went to one Dodger game. I went to Raiders Chargers back in September, and back last month, October 30th, I was at the Lakers Magic game at Crypto.
Oh, nice.
And dude, like I know you're the biggest Warriors fan. But dude, going to a Lakers game in LA, it's something. It's something, man. Like regardless of who your team is, going to a Lakers game in LA is something special, bro. Like you should really consider doing that, because I know your lady is a big Lakers fan. Like you should plan out one of these days.
Yes.
No. Well, we actually, it's funny. We went to when we were in LA, we actually went to at the time, it was Crypto. No, it wasn't Crypto. It was the name. Hey, the dog is getting crazy. Good.
Sorry, right now 6-on-4 power.
Anyways, when we went there, we saw the statue. The I think it was who was it? Magic Johnson or what? I forget.
No, there's a bunch of statues. Yeah, Magic. Yeah. There's Kareem. There's Shaq.
I think it was. Do you remember the statue that we went to? Who it was? No, the one that we saw
at Crypto.
Well, yeah, Crypto. But we tried to go to the team store, and they wouldn't let us go in because they were like, "Oh, you can't go in if there's a game." They told us different things. They told us they didn't have a team shop. That's the first thing they told us, and then my wife was like, "What?" Yeah, so that's the first thing they told us, and then. We asked people, and they're like, "Oh no, it's over there. You just got to go in the back." So we went that side. We saw it, but then they wouldn't let us in because there was a game, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So she was upset. She never got to go. But I agree. Like, I wouldn't mind going to a game, but obviously, if it could be a Warriors Lakers game, that shit would be even better.
I know, yeah, dude. That's one of the hottest tickets here.
Tickets are expensive for that type of magnitude of a game.
I can imagine.
Yeah. I don't. What up, yo? What up, Big John?
Going on?
How you guys doing, man?
All right, like I said, right now it's 3-2, 6 seconds left.
You know what, GTC?
And the on the power play too.
Right now, that game last night against the Kings, that was probably the biggest disappointing game I have seen in a long time from the Dubs.
Dude.
And you know what? It wasn't just one player. it was everyone that really just didn't do what they needed
Just so
to do.
collectively.
Yeah, I mean, like, I question Steve Kerr's coaching sometimes. Like, I don't understand why he continues to live in the past. Like, yes, I understand we have 4 championships, but that doesn't justify you benching your younger guys if they're producing points because you want your starting lineup to stay in the game, man. It's like, dude, that's how you develop players. You put them in situations like that where they can potentially win a game and gain and build confidence. And he didn't do that. He literally
and also
benched.
being a good coach is to make the tough decision.
Huh?
And also being a good coach is to make that tough decision to leave those young guys in and not put your older like star players in.
Yeah, it's frustrating because like obviously that game, dude, we had that game. I don't know if you saw it, but we had that game in the bag.
Yeah, you're up like 24 points.
Dude, like there's literally no excuse to lose that game at that point. And you lose by 1 point. And like obviously Steph with the turnovers obviously are the biggest reason why we lost. That, the fouling.
Yeah.
Like those are the 2 key indicators. But what led up to those were just carelessness from everybody. Coaching, players, like technicals, like what the hell, man? Like
I think the biggest issue with your team is that the Warriors, and I hate to say this, Rez, have become too dependent on Steph as he ages now, because Steph can still play, he can still shoot, he can still score, but at the same time he's 35 years old and he's not a young 35. So it's like how long can you depend on Steph to score, when you need him to score 45 to save the game? Like it's not going to happen a lot. And Clay, unfortunately for Clay, and Clay's not the same player as he once was. That's evident.
I agree. I agree with you 110%. My biggest thing with him, not with Steph, but my biggest thing with the team is building around, your core. Like we leaned so much on Andrew Wiggins to be that guy. Minnesota did. He was the number 1 pick and he wasn't producing. Like he's on and off. Him and Klay Thompson have been probably the biggest kind of like what is going on with you guys performance wise. It's so skewed, man. Like you don't know what you're gonna get out of those 2. When those guys are hot, we win. Like we win games, man. And then I noticed too, like with Curry, if he doesn't score 30 points minimum, we're not winning the game. It's rare unless everybody else produces that, includes the bench and everything like that. But I saw the scoreboard. Like yesterday was an anomaly because obviously like Clay was hot, Moody was hot, Curry was hot, and we still lost the game.
Wow.
Yeah. That's really a rarity there, because usually when those guys are on, you guys win hands down.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He doesn't have help, and that's the frustrating thing. That's why I think this is probably going to be the last season that we see our big 3 together. Wholeheartedly, like I don't want to see that happen, but I also don't want to waste Steph's good years that he has, because he's still producing, man. Like dude's averaging points, and he's still making games. You know what I mean? But it's like the whole thing with Dame when he left Portland, he wasn't gonna win with that current roster and that organization. He had to leave.
Everybody
had to go. I mean, I don't know. At this point, I feel like the Warriors really need to shake up. CP3, I think he's he's already past his prime, but I mean he's a great he's a great sixth man. I think he would definitely help and benefit like Andre Iguodala did with the Warriors, as that guy. But as far as like being a starter for the team, it's like, bro, like this is always going to be Steph's team.
He's already need Bob Myers back.
Huh?
You guys need Bob Myers back as GM.
He's not coming back, man. I wish he had stayed, but yeah, he ain't coming back, unfortunately.
He's the modern day Jerry West.
Huh?
I say he's the modern day Jerry West.
Yeah,
as far as like making deals and building that dynasty.
No, definitely. This guy, like that guy, he revolutionized the Warriors organization, man. Like he definitely like Hall of Famer for sure. Like in that aspect of the business, But I know it's still early. Obviously, I still believe that the Warriors can contend. I still believe that they can do great things, but they got to get it together, man. Like that 6-game losing streak in a row, like that's alarming, dude. Like,
Yeah.
as a team, as a freaking business, like they really got to get their shit together. And you saw that when they played 5 games after that first loss, when they lost to the Suns, you saw the 5-game stretch. They won all 5 of those games.
Yeah.
And this is coming from, a brand, Chris Paul, as a role player, changing his role. So I definitely feel like they can do it, but they got to get together, man. They got to get this shit in the bag and be like, look, this is what we're going to do. This is your role. Stick to it. And let's make history happen again. Let's do this for another year. But I don't know, man. And the same, like I know with the Kings, I know they're an up and coming team. I'm not doubting them. I know they're a legit team. But, I still think
they have a ceiling. Kings have a ceiling. That's the thing. I said the Kings have a ceiling. It's noticeable. Their ceiling.
For sure.
And really, the one team, as far as like a dark horse, because they are playing very well, particularly this player, is Dallas. Luka's going to win MVP this year. I fully believe that in my heart.
Bro,
I think he might take Dallas far.
Did you really just say trade Steph for LaMelo? Bro, you are tripping, bro.
LaMelo is more injury prone than Steph.
You are tripping, GTC. I don't know what you smoking. You probably smoking what the Oakland A's been smoking, but I don't know what you.
No, he's smoking with LeVar.
With LeVar. Ball LeBron, baby. You tripping.
Oh my God.
Sherwin John, what up? What up? Jersey wise, I did actually. I picked up something yesterday from the 49ers shop. And
Nice.
So it'll be coming in hopefully this week. And
I'm waiting for the review. Already waiting for the review.
It's coming, man.
So did you pick up any of the San Jose Sharks jerseys at the game or no?
I didn't. I actually didn't. I wanted to get that team issue jersey, but they didn't have my size. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, you said it's just 58 and 60s. Yeah, it's not going to cut it.
I can't do it. That's too big,
cut at that point.
I could probably do like a 50.
56?
I could definitely do a 54, but a 50, anything over that, like a 56, I think is even pushing.
Outside of the team issue, what was your feelings like on any merch at the game? Like the regular jerseys, the Fanatics.
I mean, the thing is with me, like I literally work across the street from the Sharks Stadium, so I can go there at any time. Matter of fact, I went there today, but I can go at any time that they're open and buy something. It's not like I have FOMO with them where it's like, oh, like damn, I should have bought this because, when am I ever going to go back? I mean, the Shark store is open to anybody during their business hours. So if I do go back, I probably will buy a stealth jersey because I do want to get one customized. But, like I said, I already have one currently. I have an Evander Kane, but it's not with the team anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I would like to get something a little more memorable because I know Kane and the Sharks, they didn't really end on good terms.
No.
But he was
that's like me owning a Tony D'Angelo Rangers jersey.
He's like one of my favorite players, man, when he was playing with the Sharks and all that shit that happened. I'm like, damn, dude, this sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the blue line jerseys are absolute garbage, basura.
Oh yeah, yeah, they are
so bad, dude.
I'd rather take a Fanatics breakaway before I take a blue line.
Oh my God! Well, I saw this thing in person. They had a Patrick Marleau, and they had a Owen Nolan in that style, and a Mike Ricci, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like,
it's garbage. It's hot garbage.
It's so bad, and the price point that they're like listing it as, like, who buys this shit?
Wait, 200?
Yeah, it was like $200. Who buys this shit?
Dude, I'd rather buy an Adidas Team Classic. I'd rather buy a Fanatics breakaway. Hell, I'd rather buy a Fanatics Team Classic that they have for a little bit before I buy that shit. It's horrible. I'd rather go back and get a CCM, a starter, or pro player,
Toho or pro player, like those brands, like way better Send a Mitchell and that
Yeah.
shit. You can probably get them for a fraction of that price.
Yo, that Gretzky Liberty, when they're trying to pass off as a Liberty jersey.
Blasphemy.
Dude,
He can't even speak.
It's not even. It's not quite navy and it's not quite royal. It's like they invented this new in between color that they're fucking making them in.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at that, look at any picture of that Gretzky Statue of Liberty, and I could pull out the fucking vintage starter replica, or even the CCM replica, and it's like night and fucking day.
I like the Kraken jerseys, new ones. I think they look pretty dope.
Like the Winter Classic.
Yeah, like a barbershop, like
there's it's almost like a Metropolitan's tribute.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've always took it like a liking with the Kraken jerseys, even when they had their inaugural season. I have both of their home and away. I never got the reverse retro. I do like it, but I don't know. There's just something about it. Like if I get hockey jerseys, I want to fully intend to wear them. And I mean, obviously, it's hard, man. Coming from a town that literally has their own hockey team, it's hard for me to break away from that, no pun intended, but it's definitely I do want more though. But I think for me, like, I want more of the 90s CCM style hockey authentic. Like I really want to get some Ducks stuff. Like I want to get the freaking
classic Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I want to get the, I want to get the
2020, man. I should have bought a lot of that shit when I worked at the store. We never carried authentics in the store, but we had a lot of this CCM and starter replicas, and we had everybody. Like when the Fisherman's first release, we had the Fisherman. We had we had the Calgary Pedestal. Like every time there was a change from like 95 to like 99, the time that I worked there, we carried them. Like, again, when, hindsight being 2020, when the Whalers moved to Carolina, we had your beloved blue Whalers jersey that, that's what they were wearing at the time. We got rid of that shit at 75% off because the Whalers aren't no more. Again, hindsight being 2020,
Yeah.
Now,
hey, John, what up, bro?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, John?
Man, how you guys doing?
Just chilling.
Good.
Talking a little bit about everything, really. Talking about we haven't really talked about sneakers, but we, talking about freaking hockey and wrestling and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, jerseys. Just to add out there, did any of you guys go for those reverse Kobe Grinches?
Oh, did they shock jump in what, today?
Yesterday.
Don't remind me, please. Dude, I was on my way to Universal when they announced the shock drop time. Literally, I stopped in the middle, and not the middle of the freeway, but I pulled over in the freeway so I could just look at my phone and enter the draw.
Oh my God, you should have told me, because I shouldn't say anything because I actually hit.
What?
I got a W. Yeah, I got a W on them, but they're not for me though.
Okay.
You should have told me though. Like, I had an open slot and nobody asked me, so I got it. But yeah, like I didn't realize like how sought out they were gonna be. I mean, I probably should because they're Grinches, obviously.
Dude, that's the shoe of the year. Even bigger than the 11s, bigger than the whatever.
Really?
3s, 4s came out. That's the shoe of the year. Is the Kobe 6s.
Okay.
A lot of sneakers are not liking the fact that it's a reverse Grinch. It's a mostly red sneaker. I hear you. Like, reverse Grinch the shoes.
Even with the Raging Bull 5s, I had them twice. I had the 09 pair and I had the recent pair, and I ended up selling both of them because it's too much red for me personally. I need some contrasting with my shoes. But I know people are going to be like, Red, you're crazy.
No, I like solid colors. I like dark colors. So like that shoe fits perfectly with me, which is why I wanted it. And also because like I say, it's a beautiful looking shoe, man, to me. to me, it is a beautiful looking shoe because I got a bunch of outfits back here that I can match up with. So like that's why and it's just a dope looking shoe. And shout out to Anthony Davis who really debuted that shoe 2 years ago because he wore it as a PE. And when the photos came out of him wearing that shoe, people went crazy, which is why they made it.
Isn't this basically the year of the PE? PE's
essentially.
I still want a pair of the actual Grinches, but they're too damn expensive.
Same here.
Yeah.
Oh god,
dude! I used to have a pair.
Skyrocketed.
Yeah, I used to have a pair back in the day, and I'm not about to fucking drop. Like I said, I don't really pay resale anymore for shoes, so I just hope that Nike will bring them back. You know what I mean? And I could get lucky because, like I said, I refuse to pay fucking an arm and a leg for
Funny thing about the Grinch colorway, well, as people call it, the Grinch colorway, the original color. A friend of mine who's a huge sneakerhead, like I'm talking, his sneaker collection could fill this room. He could open his own store at this point. So you know how DTLR, where I work at, has exclusive. They have released a few exclusive New Balances. They did the grayscale 990s back in the spring. They did the Lovers Only, I think, in the summertime, which didn't sell that well. They just released one like 3 weeks ago called the Fire Sign, which is like that reddish color. I think I showed in the one of the lives a couple weeks back. He messaged me. He's like, "Oh, what's up with DTLR on the exclusives?" And he showed me this picture, and I'm like, "I have to give you the bad news. What's that? That's a Grade School exclusive."
Oh,
this guy right here. See if it focuses. But,
wow.
That's the 990 V4, and it's like the Grinch. I call it the Grinch colorway, kind of like that, the Grinchy color. You know,
can't see it.
I know. I'm trying to get pick up the contrast, but it's basically, think of the Grinch green. It has like that lime green mixed in with like almost like a Kelly green with like the red laces and like silver on it. We were calling them New Balance Grinches.
Didn't they release like a LaMelo ball pair like that, like with the Grinch color?
I think they might have, but
no, again, there was a Rick and Morty pack where they had like the Grinch green and it had like the candy red, like the reverse Grinch.
Yeah,
that was the Rick and Morty pack.
Yeah, that's didn't it, what, two seasons ago? I think that was, or was it last year?
Yeah, I know because at one of my jobs we had that shoe and we already sold it for like a good amount of money. So like that's a really hot shoe there.
Yeah, but he was pretty disappointed that was Grade School exclusive. I think those are coming out Friday, actually. Yeah, I mean it's a dope colorway. Don't get me wrong, especially for New Balance. New Balances, they're no longer a dad shoe. That's Skechers.
Yeah,
who would have thought, right? So,
or unless you have the Air Monarch.
The Air Monarch, yeah, pretty much. Actually, I sent Rez a picture. We got Barclays in like 2 days ago.
You got the pennies too, right?
Yeah, we got the white Orlando colorway, the penny 2, in as well. And we're waiting on, I think, the DMP 11s. Like normally, allocation is different from
correction. The gratitude.
I know. Thank you on the box, and rub it in. So like I saw.
You got the gratitude.
Yeah, so like I saw 7 cases of that today.
I gotta do a video on this, man. I've been lacking.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're good looking.
The box on this thing is just crazy. Like,
if you open the box, the top of the inside of the lid says "Thank you."
Yeah.
And the paper has the word "thank you" in different languages.
Oh yeah, it does. It says "Danke."
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
I think the most, like since in the year I worked for where I worked. I think the most we got of a particular drop was the Cherry 11s last year, and I think we are gonna double the amount of shit that we're gonna have with those. Let me see. I think I counted. We're still waiting for Grade School, according to like our shipment. Like I could go on our shipment, like our look up like where we check in our shipment, look up what's coming up, and I counted what I was supposed to get, and basically we got everything but the grade schools, and
Do
we're getting crib. We're getting like the soft
do
bottom
you
baby.
think do you think they're gonna sell out?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Matter of fact, there's people already calling for them. So there are people calling for them.
Too, man.
In the past, for DTR / Villa, they starting in 2015 actually. I think it was the what's the shoe that was the 2015 release? Was that the no? It wasn't the? I think that was the whatchamacallit, the green ones, the black and green ones. I don't remember if I remember it.
The
But
altitude?
yeah, don't remember which 11s were they. But
Oh, the 11s. The snakeskin?
no, I don't remember. Starting 2015. Actually, no, it was the 72 and 10s. Yeah, it was
I remember the
starting
7210.
It started with the 72 and 10s.
10s.
It was the 72 10s. They started where they, instead of doing a normal raffle, even like back then handing out the raffle like the previous week, and now it's now done online on the website. The only, with the exception of the December Jordan 11, they were doing a toy drive. You were bringing a toy, $10 and up, and if the shoe, the size that you were looking for was available, we like basically put your name, your information down. You give us your ID or whatever, and we'll put your information down so you can pick it up Saturday. We're not doing that this year.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not doing that this year. In a way, it's a good thing because I remember last year when the Monday before, I literally turned the corner at the stadium. We're at the other end of the block, and I could see the line from the other end of the block. I was like, here we go. So that was not a fun experience, I know, but it's still gonna be one of those, like, it's gonna be lost and found level. Like, it's gonna be one of those deals where even when people have won the raffle, they're gonna be there first thing in the morning to pick them up because I don't want to miss out.
Sure.
And according to what I wrote so far, we received all the men so far. We received all the men's. We have 75 pairs.
That's a lot.
Men's alone. We're gonna, when we get them all, we're gonna have like 165 altogether from men's to crib. Altogether, we're still waiting for, like I said, grade school is like 4 cases of 12, and the crib is like 2 packs of 6, which is like 12 pairs altogether. But again, none of the 11s that I see, the cherries we didn't get a crib. We didn't get Neapolitans in a crib. I only seen the crib sizing in our store twice since I've been there, which was the Lost and Founds and the UNCs. Right. Both Jordan ones, the Lost and Founds and UNCs, because the store don't carry cribs like that. That they leave that shit to like Kids Foot Locker. So we carry we carry 4
What about the Fear 3s? Because I know they're sitting in a lot of spots.
They are fucking
crazy.
Big time. Matter of fact, want to hear something really crazy? Wednesdays in our store, it's markdowns. We get markdowns every Wednesday. We receive a 10-page markdown sheet of sneakers from women's all the way to toddler. The grade school fears are already on markdown.
What?
They're selling for $129.98.
Bruh.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
The men's still normal price, but the grade school is already okay.
They're coming. I know they're gonna go on sale. And when they go on sale,
dude, we got the winterized 8s, and I think I finally saw the pair today. And it was grade school. We have yet to sell a men's pair of the winterized 8s. Mind you, it was 30 degrees today here.
Right.
So, it is wintry looking. They sell the Wheat 13s are sitting, the 3s are sitting. Thankfully, there's no shoe drop outside. Like I said, outside of the New Balances on Friday, there's no major shoe drop until the Gratitude. So it gives us a little bit of time.
Yeah, the Fear 3 is the last shoe for me of the year that I was looking for. But if they're going to be sitting and potentially going on sale, I might take my chances because literally I went on. I was kind of upset with myself because I was like, man, I missed the raffle. I really want these, and then I woke up late and they still had like pretty much small sizes to like I think a size 12. In the Fear 3s. I'm like, what? Am I seeing this right?
$129.98.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's on the DTLR.com.
You know what? I used to think the Fear 4s were the best out of the 3.
Really?
But I used to. Now I think that the Fear 3s are the best one, in my opinion.
Speaking of markdown, the grade school Royal Reimagined are $119.98 on our site.
Oh my gosh.
So they're great. They're marking down grade schools.
Yeah.
Heck, the satin breads, the women's satin bread, just got marked down to $149.98.
See, that's crazy. Because had this been like maybe like 5-10 years ago, and those shoes came out, this shit would have been so sold out like so quick.
The Cardinal 7 sat in our store. It's still sitting in our store, and they finally got marked down in like fall. They got marked down finally in like October.
Do you guys still have the Citrus 7s?
No, those were gone before I even started.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to get those because I think
over where I'm at, the 4s are sitting. Those green craft 4s.
The moss looking ones.
Yeah, the olive green 4s.
And I love that color, but like I just don't like the way it was constructed.
Sadly for us, we didn't get all of them on release. We only received like 12 pairs on release, and they were like what Jordan Brand likes to send us, especially from what I've seen on our end. So that's how do you do, man. From what I've seen, when we get the two six packs, I call like the six packs of shoes in men's. When we get them directly, when I could tell the tape that came directly from Nike, not our type of box. Our type of box usually, it's about the same size, but they basically get repackaged in our warehouse, in a big warehouse in Baltimore. So when they come directly from Nike, when they come in those 6 packs, it's usually the weird sizes. It's a 7.5, 11.5, 14. And then after that, we get what I like to call the 9 packs. The 9 packs are basically one of each size from 8 to 13. And we only received the 2 6 packs. We didn't release we didn't get 9 packs. We didn't get those 9 packs until last Tuesday. And there were 3 of them. So we have more Olive 4s now than we did on release day.
That's crazy.
And they're sitting. And, it's like I said, we received 7 9 packs of those DMPs today. I already had 2 6 packs yesterday, and we received 7. I literally had to sit there with a small cart traveling back and forth from the stockroom proper to the office, because that's where we put our new releases before we put them out on the new release wall, which that's going to be a project, because there's still, because of all these shoes sitting, we don't have the actual physical space to put those gratitudes out, like physically put them out to, whenever they get raffled next week. So that's going to be a fun project in the next 6 days. Like I said, thankfully, there's no shoe drop this week. They're giving an opportunity for us to maybe clear some space, especially with the markdown shoes.
What is your like if you order something from your website, what's the handling time?
I would say less than a week, man. Especially like if it's available, depending on the time of day you order it. Yeah. It takes 2 to 3 days. I have ordered directly from the website myself using my discount because of not having the item in store. Like for example, like my favorite Rangers hat, we received Kings and Flyers in that same style of cap in our store, and I discovered that they had a Rangers one on the site, and I immediately ordered it. Same thing with I mentioned that's Derek Jeter batting practice. I think we got the Piazza and the Griffey. We never got the Jeter until way late. At the time, I didn't get, we didn't have it in store, so ordered them online, and I think I ordered them on a Thursday, and I had them the following Tuesday. So they come, depends how quickly, it gets picked up and shipped out. Because I think for the most part, for certain releases, depending where you are, they actually the order gets sent to the store. We fulfill the order if it's available, the size is available, and then ship it out through FedEx Ground. And depending when the ground guy picks up, like our ground guy picks up around between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern time every day. Actually, even Saturday, he comes in like around 2 o'clock on Saturdays now, which is strange because the UPS guy never did that. And last Christmas, he will come to a shit show of boxes and every Monday because orders will still be coming through the weekend, and he'll be coming in full of boxes.
I see, because I work in shipping and receiving, and Trust me, I've seen UPS trucks filled to the top with, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how the hell you guys drive these trucks, but I don't.
Trust me, I was that guy. I was that driver at one point, so I totally understand that.
That's
I
crazy.
totally understand. Like I feel their pain. You know what I mean? Like the guy.
Yeah, no,
we didn't get our shipment today to almost like 5 o'clock. I think it was 4:45, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Like usually we get our shipment before noon, and because of Cyber Monday, Black Friday, these guys are already overwhelmed. And
what's your latest? What's your latest pickups like in terms of hats?
I did buy a jersey on Black Friday. Authentic off the Raiders shop website, 30% off authentic.
Nice.
So
who'd you get?
The best receiver in football. And I'm hoping it comes by sometime, probably by the beginning of the next week.
Surprised surprised you bought it.
Not bad.
Yeah, dude, I had to 30% off authentic on the new Vapor Fuse Elite.
So you got a Devontae Adams Vapor Fuse Elite, and what color? The black?
The black, yeah.
Damn. It's funny you say that because I finally got the Christian McCaffrey Vapor Fuse coming in.
Nice.
They did release one apparently, but I got it for an employee discount price. So
nice.
There's like Blackhawks.
Yeah, that's coming in.
What style? What style was it?
Tyreek plays for the Raiders.
Yeah, right.
Devontae Adams over Tyreek? I don't know.
Better route runner.
That's debatable. No, the style that I got, it's just the white one with the 49ers one mark. I want the drop shadow one, but Nike does not freaking release like that style in authentic. Plus, like, dude, did you see the 49ers when they played the Seahawks on Thanksgiving with that John Madden patch? Oh my god,
that was pretty. That was pretty.
So beautiful, dude. Like, why don't they release this shit in an authentic?
Yo, that patch was on every team, dude. It was nice, man. That was a real
dude. When I saw that jersey on TV, I was like, oh my god, dude! Like Nike, you guys are losing
Blackhawks jacket.
So much money if you just release this damn jersey in an authentic.
Yeah.
See, this is
no, bro. I get it, bro.
It's frustrating.
This is the downside of, like I said, DTR.com. Like, we only have the Flyers Mitchell Ness jacket, like the satin jacket. So far, it looks like we got Kings and Blackhawks on the site. So I'm waiting for the Rangers one to drop, and game over for me. So there's more selection, like especially like North Face. We only have like a couple of the hoodies, and they have North Face everything on the site. Same with like Uggs, are moving. So not a day goes by I don't get a call. You have any Uggs? All right, you might.
Did you ever get that hat that I forwarded you, that Raiders pinstripe?
No, I had to sleep on that, unfortunately, because like I said, dude, I have a ton of hats. I got to move some hats, and I think that's an understatement. Yeah, and the truth is,
how many Raiders hats? Huh? How many Raiders hats?
Oh my God! Where do I start?
You gotta do you have to do a collection video. Like you have to do a collection video.
That'll be a long video. Oh man. But I will say this though, I want to keep my vintage collection and strictly focus on that. But like a lot of the newer hats, like I have a bunch of them as far as like, miscellaneous or like the turret with like the patch size. I do want to move those.
Like this type of hat, like with the with the side patch. I had to get this one because this is like literally two of my teams in the same city.
Yeah, I know.
Even though the Niners play in Santa Fe, they're still a San Francisco.
That'd be like me getting a Yankees hat in royal blue and white.
There was actually
a
Yankees hat that I wanted, and it was a staple Pigeon brand collab. And they did New York Yankees hat, which I thought was so dope. And then they did a Mets one too, but they both sold out. So
my roommate was my my best friend was so upset that he couldn't go to MSG.
I don't know why they're so weird about dropping certain styles in authentic and authentics with the patches. You know, I don't understand that, and I don't understand how they're so scarce with McCaffrey jersey. It's ridiculous too, because if you try to customize it on Fanatics, it doesn't even have the option to pick McCaffrey's name.
To pick him as a player, really?
You can't pick him as a player, and
That's
I'm pretty sure it's because of the stupid little C on his name that's preventing them from being able to do it properly. It's just so.
So unlike me going on the NHL shop and picking any member of the Rangers roster right now to do as a custom.
Yeah, and you know what the dumb thing is that they have them in the Vapor Limiteds, like the Fuse Limiteds, but they don't have them in the Elites, which I don't understand.
Thing is, though, isn't the Drop Shadow jerseys for the Niners still in the old template? They're not the Fuse. They're still the Vapor Untouchable.
No, they have the Vapor Fuse in that Drop Shadow style now.
Are you sure? Because look on Thursday. On Thursday, it looked like they were wearing the Vapor Untouchable.
I'll show you.
I think their alternates are the same as the Giants when it comes to the Giants are wearing the Fuse in blue and in the blue jersey and the white red, but the Color Rush and the Classic are still on the old Vapor Untouchable template. Like they haven't crossed them over yet.
I know. I'm just hoping one of these days the Raiders drop them. I'm just hoping that someday the Raiders drop the silver at these in a Vapor Elite. The white silver numbers.
The Color Rush.
I will go into the Color Rush because I will go into the depth for those jerseys, man.
That is the best Raiders jersey right there. Mark it down. That is the best Raiders jersey. The white with the silver numbers. Mark that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I wanted them to do Color Rush. I love the Color Rush Niner ones. I don't know why they were so hated on.
The black with the red, garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
I love that one. Dude, those are dope, man. I thought those were dope. I mean, what else are the Niners gonna do? A gold jersey? No, I don't want to see that.
94 throwbacks. That's what they have. They have the best set alternates.
Yeah, but you got to do a Color Rush jersey. It's got to be something different, something that they haven't done already.
The Color Rush doesn't exist no more. It's an alternate and classic. That's what you do now. Color Rush is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it is. I think that I feel like they got
my favorite.
This is navy blue. This is navy blue. What you find on Fanatics,
I agree. I 100% agree with you, Barry. I thought they were so dope too, but they were so hated on. Like people were just like, "Don't ever do that again."
Now, all right, Jericho. Now, had they done white numbers with red drop shadows or red numbers with white drop shadows, that would have been fucking bomb. But
I don't know.
I think it was.
I mean, it would have been a little hokey.
I agree, dude. They took it out. They took the new Vapor style with the drop shadow. What the hell? Yeah, I could have sworn. I just saw it earlier. Oh no, it's right here. I'll send you I'll show you the link.
All right,
they have it.
So I know the Giants Classic and the Vapor, the Color Rush, as I'm putting in quotations, because they used the navy helmet on those this year as well. So they basically have a classic set and a current set. Those look like they were still on the old, Vapor Untouchable. So yeah, I don't know. Nike could care less about a lot of shit.
They don't give fucks about accuracy or quality. Like a lot of their shit is just kind of like
even in the sportswear, like the sportswear stuff, like a lot of people complain to us like $65 for a pullover hoodie, bro. Listen, I'm an NFL guy. Our freaking pullover hoodies are $100, so don't complain to me. Like, you go out there right now and try to buy like the Salute to Service hoodies, they're $100. So in the screen print. So like, don't.
Yeah, my mall job. We got the Salute to Service stuff. We got the Nike stuff. Like, they're pricey, man. It is what it is.
I mean, Nike
Dude, I
Tech.
can't.
Nike Tech,
I can't
Nike
justify
Tech,
spending that on freaking the baseball City Connect stuff. Like, I can't drop that, dude. That's just too
Oh
much.
no, it's not worth it.
And I want an Otani. I want an Otani authentic, but it's like I can't. I'm not gonna fucking pay 400 or whatever money they're asking for. It's just ludicrous. Like,
Even if he comes to the Giants.
okay, dude, now you got to pull my strings. Now, no, I mean, even then, dude, like, if he was on the Giants, I still would need that jersey to be with an employee discount or something marked down. But I'm not fucking paying no damn 400 plus for a fucking jersey. Fuck that. I don't even pay that for shoes, bro. Like,
I get you. No, I get you, bro.
it's nuts.
Can you take a guess how old this jersey is?
What brand is that?
CCM.
I'm gonna say 25.
Huh?
25 years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 25 as well.
Yep. Release date of the alternates back in '96.
The Lady Liberty, man, that's a beautiful jersey.
I bought it on release day at my store. We had them at my store. This and the Black Flyer shirts released the same day. So I came in that morning because we had a location closer to Philly, and I worked on the Flyers ones that got them ready for Black Friday. And Black Friday morning, I was working at my location here in this area, and back then, it's not like now where I could look up when a bus is showing up in 2 minutes on the phone. I had to take a wild guess where the bus was showing up. So it was one of those deals like I was either gonna be either early or late. I'd rather be early. I was there like right at opening, like before opening the store, and my boss was like, "Why are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'd rather have me now or late. Which one do you want?" So, excuse me. So he's like, "Why?
You guys,
might as well come in and work on this, work on the New Jerseys." I'm like, "You guys can do the
what's your guys' you guys still intend to pick anything up for the remainder of the year, or are you guys like pretty much done for the rest of the year?
Yes,
I think
do.
I'm done. I mean, money wise, I'm done.
I still need to get I know you've seen the Lakers purple jerseys. One of my homies said that they have the Austin Reeves in the authentic, so I'm gonna pick that up soon.
For the current city
Not
jerseys?
the city edition, the statement jersey, the purple jersey.
Gotcha. Man, you know what? I actually dig that style. I like that one a lot, but I want to get a LeBron one. But
they got him.
I
If
can't.
you want one, let me know.
Oh, really? They have them in the. Well, they have the with the patch. It's not BBGO, is it, or is it a different?
Yeah, with the patch. Yeah, with the patch. Because
Yeah,
I got this one because the Lakers store is like a mile away from my house, their practice facility. So this comes with the patch.
That's the statement, right?
Yeah, that's the statement.
Ooh. Well,
Just let me know,
now,
bro. I got you.
Do they have number 6 or is it 23 now? All 23.
They sold out of the 6s. They're gonna get the 23 soon.
Okay, so they still have the 6s, number 6.
No, they sold out of the 6s. They're gonna get the 23s. They say sometime next week.
Got it.
So just let me know when you need one.
So where do you work at? What's your?
Well, this is not my store because it says the Lakers practice facility and their store is a mile away from my home.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but you say you work retail yourself, right?
Yeah, I work at 2 spots. I work at a mall. I work at a Pro Image in Torrance, California.
Pro Image.
And
we have one here, man. It's the bomb.
Yeah, I know. And my other job is a buy-sell trade place in Culver City, where we get like all the hype sneakers, all the hype brands. We get in like Supreme and Bape and that stuff. And we sell
You get some big, bro. You gotta hook it up with some hats, bro. I need some big hats. Well, I mean, like in general, dude. I love Bape, but I can't find shit like that I'm looking for. That's like authentic. Because a lot of shit that I see of Bape is like fake.
Yeah. I will say this though, because I know you're a big hundreds guy. It's super cheap out here in LA. You can find hundreds everywhere.
Oh, really?
It's super cheap. Cheap.
I'll have to hit you up. Yeah, I love that brand. That's I know it's mainstream now, but like, dude, that brand has been the longevity of the brand alone speaks like how successful it is, dude.
No wonder you have a crap load of hats, man. You work at one of the best hat stores there is.
Pro Image?
Pro Image,
Yeah.
dude. Our
We have,
local
we
Pro
have
Image.
Store.
we have one in our local mall now, which is hella crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Actually,
green? Is that a green Dodgers hat? What the hell?
Yeah. It's called the Sandia.
Oh, that is a shit.
What's the significance of that?
Oh, it's just like a watermelon colorway. I just thought it looked dope because I thought it would look good, you know what I mean, for Christmas time, no green and red. Look at the sombrero patch. That's the patch everyone out here in LA loves, the sombrero patch.
That's some Grove Street vibe.
Yeah.
Dude, I still want that hat, man. That freaking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas hat.
Same here. Same here.
The Los Santos one?
Los Santos, yeah, that's the one.
I still want that hat, man, but I can't find one for a good price.
I know. It's hard, bro. It is hard.
When people come to my store looking for team hats, and our team selections, ours more like I don't know, fashion type baseball caps and like trucker hats and stuff. When people ask like, you have any, Eagles hats or this hat? Like, listen, go to Pro Image at the mall, second floor. Go
Actually,
and that's usually what I send them to, because heck, I follow the store's Instagram for that reason.
I haven't been to my local Pro Image since they had their grand opening, maybe about a month or two ago. So it's been.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when it comes to like hats, man, they have fitted. They have Mitchell that's fitted.
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit. We have a bunch of stuff.
I need to get me an Edmonton Oilers hat, man. I need to get me an Edmonton Oilers to go with my Gretzky. That's the one.
I already have a matching hat to go with my Gretzky Oilers.
Yeah, I need one. I have a Kings Mitchell Ness snapback that I got at my store, and I got a Whalers fitted Mitchell Ness that I got at Pro Image. Once I got the classic jersey. So I want to get that jersey eventually customized with Kevin Deneen on the back. So, knock on wood, I'll get that done next year. So, but it's classic green.
Oh, there's like so many
with Pucky the way on the shoulder and everything
on my list. Like I still want a Mario Lemieux. I want a Grant Fuhr.
All those in the stuff back in the day.
I still want the Hartford Whalers. I want to Winnipeg Jets. Like the list. And I still want Gretzky's like St. Louis Blues, and I want his Kings jersey. Not the Burger King one is cool, but I want the classic one, man.
The black one.
Yeah,
it's classic, bro. Like that's just.
You cannot sit there and not be a jersey, especially if you feel like hockey jerseys, and not own a Gretzky. Doesn't matter which Gretzky, you have at least a Gretzky jersey. That's like having a basketball jersey collection, not having a Jordan jersey in your wardrobe.
That's Max. You don't have no Jordan jerseys.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. I'm type of way about that. I get it.
What up, Giant City Connect?
What's good?
What's up, bro?
What's up?
What is that? A sweat? What sweatshirt is that?
Well, it's like college baseball.
That looks really good, man.
Thank
really
you.
good. But yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
The upside of working at my job, I get to wear jerseys.
Man, I wish I could wear jerseys at my job. That'd be so fun.
I get to wear jerseys at one of my jobs.
Yeah, as long as I don't wear anything offensive, I can wear whatever.
He actually, Bay Area actually he passed by my job. So
You said what?
I said you actually passed by my job. So
No, yeah, I got picked up.
You passed by my job too.
I did. Oh no, Bay Area.
Bay Area. He showed up one time at Pro Image in Torrance, and I was
I was looking at you and I'm like, yo, I think this is him. And I think you got a mask on. Did you have a mask on?
Yeah, I did. He also had the hair because I still have the hair, so it's like easy to recognize.
That's funny because we were actually talking about that time when I met.
Matter of fact, Rez, this was my hoodie yesterday at work.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing is 11 years old. This thing is from 2011. And it's heavy as hell because it's like 27 degrees Celsius.
I'm telling you, dude. Like the quality on those older like WWE stuff, man, are just
quality is amazing. I mean, this is all screen printed across a zipper.
Yeah,
I don't do that shit no more.
Ever since Fanatics took over Their quality has just been fucking doo doo, man. Like, not good. Like when
Dude, I'm
WWE had
so
its
disappointed on the
own.
new shirt.
I bet
They
you
have
don't have
that
anything
shirt.
like this.
Hey, there you go.
I actually have the
Yo.
original tribute shirt from 05.
I have the like the Scarface style one.
I have that
Oh,
one.
that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I have that one. I have the I'm Your Papi shirt. I actually have the original tribute shirt that had just his face on it. And
Yeah. It has like the EG on the side. On the
Mhm.
sleeve.
Yeah, I bought this. This is actually a bootleg. I bought this in 2005, like 2 weeks after his death. So this is legit vintage.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
that's-
it's like
wow,
mine
that's
came around at the same time, man.
Yeah.
Yo, but
I
Eric,
actually
what time did you get home, man? When you drove back?
It was supposed to be like 8:19, but I ended up getting home closer to 10. It just kept getting deeper and deeper because just more and more traffic built up.
10 at night.
Huh?
10 at night.
Yeah, I left at like 2:15 from. I left like 2:15 from the bank.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You guys got to come out here too, man. You guys got to hit us up, man. We gotta
Yeah.
Listen, I got a lot of. If I had the money, man, I would visit a lot of people on the West Coast, bro. Not just you guys, but I have
Man, you
do have the money. What
You got all that money
I-
in your closet.
Exactly.
Listen, son.
That's what
You
it
know, all
is.
Most of my money's in that storage unit. What are you talking about?
All that stuff you
Exactly.
just pulled out, you can make it happen. Come on now.
Nah,
I mean, I made it. Yo, like me in Bay Area, we made it out to fucking Massachusetts and
Yeah.
Connecticut, man. And
Actually, my next trip, if anything, will be North Carolina. I want to see my brother next in January, hopefully, because I know December is gonna be tough. If not, I'm not gonna be able to do that in December because of retail. But after the new year starts, hopefully, I want to get over there and maybe eventually move there. That's something that we're actually thinking about doing because cost of living is way cheaper there and here where I'm at, believe it or not. And he literally lives in a college town. he lives in Winston-Salem, which is like where Wake Forest is. So yeah, and
It's cracking over there.
a 2-bedroom apartment not long from his place is $10 more than I'm paying for this little ass room and my storage unit right now. So
how much square feet is your place? Don't mind me asking.
my room?
Yeah. Or your,
Not a whole lot. It's literally the size of like a hotel room, basically.
Yeah, that's big, bro. What you mean?
It's nothing, man. I don't even have a kitchen. Come on now. I gotta deal with like waking up first thing in the morning. First thing I gotta do is shower. That way I don't have to worry about anybody freaking hugging the 2 bathrooms to be able for me to shower to go to work. If it's not microwavable, I have to like either buy it somewhere along the way here or DoorDash it. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. It just feels
You know what we do?
really lonely in here, man.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all our income together. We're gonna buy a mansion. We all have our own room.
Oh, there you go. We're gonna have the Kings of Throwback commune.
That's the mansion.
We should have bought Michael Jordan's house in Chicago, man. 23 rooms, 30 bathrooms.
No, we should have like a gated community, Kings of Throwbacks.
Our mailbox. Our mailbox is going to be like a freaking locker room.
Yeah.
It'd be like a giant Amazon locker.
Pull out the locker.
It'd be like a giant Amazon locker. You know what I mean? Like the ones you pick up your Amazon orders.
Yeah.
It'd be one of those.
Oh yeah.
So what's new with you guys, man? I know some of you guys hop on every week, but like, what's up with you guys? What's been going on? How was your Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and your Thanksgiving? How was all that?
Yo,
Nothing.
Thanksgiving was crazy. My job was the only store open in the area on Thanksgiving.
That's crazy. Why are you guys open on Thanksgiving? Like compared to
the mall stores for our company were closed, but our street stores, the freestanding street stores, were open from 10 to 4. Thankfully, I didn't work, but I saw the disaster the next day, dude. It was horrible. Like it was my manager, assistant manager, and a couple of the salespeople, and they did $20K on 6 hours.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I had to open and close the shop by myself on things.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't work retail. I never. You know what's crazy? I've never worked retail in my entire life.
Good.
Never. And
Well,
I
one of
don't.
them's not specifically retail. It's just buy, sell, trade. So people are bringing in stuff that I have to buy with my boss's money, and I have to sell stuff at the same time and watch them, make sure they don't try to steal stuff. Like, it's freaking rough, dude.
I know this is the time of the year where people try to pull some real shady shit. Like yesterday alone, there was a couple came in with a stroller, no baby in
Oh
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
They came in with a stroller and just ransacked your spot, or what?
They were trying to. They were
Oh
trying
my
to.
God.
We just were like,
That's every
we
day.
literally gave them the CM Punk's not impressed. Like,
I don't understand. Like, fortunately for me, like I've never been in that situation where somebody comes in and does something shady like that. Like, I mean, I work in a mailroom, but like, even then, like, fuck, like how do you guys deal with shit like that?
we're not supposed to. We're supposed to deter anybody from shoplifting, but if they run out the store, we're not supposed to chase them or try to catch them or any of that bullshit. So
Yeah,
Just let them
because
run.
some certain laws here in California really restrict us to prevent
Yeah.
that.
You'll get in
Yeah.
trouble for that.
If
Yeah.
you chase them down,
yeah,
If you like chase it down or you like knock them down, like you could get arrested, you get sued.
we can get fired.
so what do you guys do? Then you call cops or you call
We
security?
just try to
and
prevent it as much as possible. Make sure that first of all, we tell them, we greet them. We greet anybody who comes through our door. That way they know
Yeah.
that we're watching you.
Yeah.
Also, still watch them and just like let them know you're there. Let them know you're watching without basically outright calling them out and say, "Hey, you're trying to steal, bro." You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you can't make that assumption either. Because if you make that assumption, you will also get in trouble.
No, you gotta keep your eyes everywhere. Your eyes have to be everywhere, bro.
Mm-hmm. Somebody
That's
tried to fucking walk away with shoes like 2 weeks ago. Like, can I pay for these? No. Matter of fact, actually, I suggested to my manager because we have like an iPad that we use also to like do like debit card, credit card transactions on it. If the customer wants to wear them out of the store, I'll ask them, is this cash or card? Oh, it's card? Hang on. Let me grab this. And then make the transaction right there on where the display wall. Pay for it. There you go. Do it yourself.
Right.
Take it out. And not only that, some customers don't like carrying the box out of the store. Another one that's like, can you throw this away? I'm like, no, I'm not. You're not leaving me with an empty box. I'm the shadiest fucking here. So there's literally a garbage can, a city garbage can, right across from the exit of the store. I'm like, there's a garbage can right outside the store. You could throw the box out there. Do whatever the hell you want after it leaves the door. I don't care what you do with it. You can set the box on fire before I care. But you're not going to leave it in here and give us the incentive that it might have been stolen. It might have been bad.
And in Cali now, if it's under like $950, they don't even charge you anymore.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like under $950.
They don't.
You still
care.
not
They don't
do stuff. You don't have to be convicted or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like so what do they do? Did they just like
Not a-
let it go?
You haven't seen all the videos of people running in the shoe spots in LA and in the Bay? Just literally, just like groups of people just taking, like literally,
Like-
to fit 20 shoes, just walk out. They don't even run. They just walk.
They ransack you. They ransack you. Like, before I
You can't do
started at the
anything about it.
store. Before I
You can't do
started at the
anything
store,
about
there was a.
That's fucking crazy though. Like how are these like people gonna get away with this shit? Like they just fucking
Because
like
California voted for it.
what
That's
the
what it
fuck?
is.
Like that makes
Well,
no
not that.
sense though.
Not only that, there was a group doing this in my area. They will actually have like a getaway car, like literally a getaway car
Oh yeah.
around back to school. Our store before I started had this. I don't know if you ever heard the brand Spray Ground. The Spray Ground.
Yeah, the backpack and stuff.
Those are
I
like
actually have one.
80 to $100 backpacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had, I guess, the dumb fucks that were the management of that store had the backpacks right by the register, like on the side. These two girls came in, literally grabbed all they could with their off the backpacks, ran out the store. By the time the management was able to chase them out, by the time they went outside the store, they saw them get in the car and just take off. Like they had a getaway car to fucking steal these fucking backpacks and jackets. They did the same thing with winter jackets as well.
That's so shady.
Yeah, and the
I
funny
mean,
thing is,
they usually have getaway cars though. Usually.
yeah, our store, unfortunately, we had our inventory about 3 weeks ago, and we failed. And the reason we failed was like our biggest stolen item were Nike. Guess what's right in front of the fucking store? Nike, the Nike and Jordan brand. And it's not like we can't prevent that because the store model, they want every store to have Nike and Jordan prominently in the front. Like no matter which retailer you go to in the whole East Coast, South, whatever, that's basically what you see right up front is Nike and Jordan. You may see other stuff in between, but usually the front walls, right when you walk into the store, are Nike and Jordan brand. That's Nike pays us good money to carry that shit. It's our biggest account, one of our biggest accounts, so they want that right up front. And guess what? The biggest item that was being stolen out of
Nike.
Nike Techs. It's fucking $145 fucking footer tops and $125 freaking bottom.
Have you worked in retail before, Bay Area, or no?
I did over 5 years at Lucky's. You know Lucky's, right? The grocery store.
Yeah.
I've worked at Walmart. I've worked at Ross, but those, yeah. So I mean, altogether, I've done over like 6 years. I guess. I mean, the grocery store is considered retail, right? Yeah. So yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
But obviously, I mean, people still steal from grocery stores, but it's not like obviously shoes and stuff. People are stealing like random like stuff.
Right. I mean, that's like
honestly, usually people are stealing stuff from like a grocery store most of the time. A lot of times they're like, it's either people stealing like alcohol bottles, or it's like just homeless people stealing food. But like, there's no shoes and stuff to steal. But when I was at Ross, people would steal all types of stuff.
Like baby infant, like formula. That wasn't a big deal. Like in grocery stores, like baby formula being stolen.
I don't know. When I was, I don't remember any of that. So,
yeah,
I remember
most of the grocery stores here, they're baby formulas.
Maybe now. This was like I stopped work. Well, yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, people would steal bottles, or they're just stealing like homeless people stealing food and stuff. That's but crazy. It's not like at like the clothes and shoes stuff where you have like people of all ages just going in taking everything.
Right. Most grocery stores in Pennsylvania are actually they only carry like beer and wine, like the true alcohol and like the bigger cases of beer. That's like they have their own like Pennsylvania, what they call the state store. State store. That's all they carry, like wine and spirits. That's all they carry, and then you have beer distributors. But now, since I think the last 7-8 years, most of these like grocery stores, Sheetz, Wawas are now carrying like beer and wine, and mostly like 6-packs, 12-packs, nothing bigger than that when it comes to beer. It's not like when you cross over to New Jersey, you have the big, warehouse like for Bourbon Street that carries everything in one shot.
The jersey I was talking about for $100.
Jesus, man.
Bro. No fight strap though.
Really, no fight strap in this team issued?
No, it's not team issued. It's an Indo, made in Indo, but they cut it off. But the guy wants $100 for it.
That's some bullshit. Listen, if I want a jersey that doesn't have a fight strap, I get a CCM. Because these were
for $100 though, you wouldn't do it?
Nah, because this is literally Airnit, bro. This is like the difference between an authentic CCM and a replica CCM back in the day. It's just basically reinforced elbows and fight straps. That's all there was a difference between the two. Not like nowadays when you can tell.
Yeah, but are you gonna wear the? Are you gonna put the fight strap on? I mean,
accuracy's sake, man. I'm like, listen. If I'm spending money on an authentic, man, I don't know. Just
doing everything that comes with an authentic.
But okay, this is my thing though. So we want I prefer the fight strap in it, but my thing is if it's something that's inside of the jersey, I'm not really that worried about it. It's just like football players wear the diaper jerseys. I don't expect to get a diaper thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, the authentics are already far enough from the on ice anyway. So what difference is it if they cut off the damn fight strap too? Like, it's already different as it is, even with the fight strap.
True.
Even the fight strap's not the same as the ones on the on ice.
No.
So it's like realistically, I'm not really tripping about I mean, I prefer to have it, but if it was cut off, I'm not gonna like not buy it because of that.
It's not the end all be all for you, basically.
Well, I mean, not only that, if it was a Rangers one like that, maybe I'll think about it. But it's not my team anyway. So
I mean, that's a dope jersey. For $100,
I might do it. I'm thinking about doing it, but like again, like I said, you know, I was trying to figure out like, am I gonna be okay with this jersey not having the fight strap? Even though it's
All right.
Okay.
Would anybody outside of nerds like us, would anybody notice a difference when you're wearing it? And there you go.
People don't even know the difference between like a CCM authentic Sharks jersey and a Mitchell Ness Blue Line. Like nobody knows the difference.
That's what I'm saying. Like when a lot of people ask me at work, I'm like, "What do you think I should wear these? Like, does the sneaker look good to you?" Like, they ask me about how they. The sneaker look good on them or whatever. I look at them and go, listen, my taste is different than your taste. At the end of the day, it's your feet. It's whatever you feel comfortable wearing, whatever you think looks good on you. At the end of the day, that's your money. You make the purchase. All I can tell you is, yeah, I think the shoes are fire. But that's my opinion. My buying habits are different than your buying habits and vice versa. So, when it comes to people, like I said, as long as you feel comfortable buying it, go for it.
Speaking of buying, you should buy my Carl Banks Michigan State.
Well, I mean, I am hoping I get a decent bonus check next paycheck because we beat the month like a good $10,000.
Yeah, I actually before I started the live, I actually just sold my Steve Young '94 autograph jersey.
Did you?
I finally sold it. Yeah, I sold it for my buy it now. So
how?
Pretty good.
Why cost you to sell that in the first place? What was the reason behind it? I mean, I know you're a huge fan.
There's a little bit of everything, like space wise. I don't have the space to display that jersey, and I would prefer to display another.
Did you get those Skyline ones that I sent the picture of today?
Nah, I'm good.
It's on clearance it's on clearance at DTLR.com.
I'm good. I don't want to impulse buy. I'm trying to avoid doing that. Well, after I sold that Steve Young, that money is gonna go towards something I really want if I do anything with it. So Skyline ones. I mean, if I really wanted them, I would have had them by now. Which
I know. I was just making a joke because of the poster. But
actually, my wife wants that shoe.
Does she?
She does.
I will check and see if they have a great.
She wears a 6.5 in women.
Yeah, grade school. Well, 6.5 women.
Or babe,
grade school.
What size do you wear for Jordans? 6.5 women.
6.5 women.
Yeah. So what is that?
That's size 5 grade school.
Huh?
That's size 5 grade school.
Size 5.
Yeah. I will go to DTLR.com. They may have their Skyline
that you want. They marked it down. Man, you could just go to the store and walk out with it. They're not going to do anything. You literally just go grab it and leave.
Put them on and take off like you're on a sprint out of there.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, right? In this scenario, if how like some stores like Supreme, for example, I'm going to use that because it's a big name, but let's say that how they have like security outside.
I've seen videos. They run past the security. They don't. The security doesn't do that.
But can security do anything, or are they also treated like the store? Like, no, you can't tackle them. You can't.
You also gotta remember, stores are insured. Like, they have insurance for these items. They just make the employees liable for us because that's our job to keep it from happening. But at the end of the day, the store itself could take a loss because that's what they basically tell us. Yeah, you're supposed to keep shrinkage down, but basically, you don't be a hero because at the end of the day, the company's gonna end up getting paid insurance wise. So, and mostly, by the way,
that makes sense.
To follow what GTC Real said, for the most part, that people ask about if the shoe looks good on them are usually ladies because they don't like their shoes to look too big on their feet. They don't feel like they have clown shoes on for the most part. It seems like. So, but yeah, the only time I think of clown shoes is when people wearing red shoes. So, yeah. But yeah, when it comes to liability, they make us liable for that because we're, like I said, that's our job. That's our job to freaking make sure that nobody steals. But
see, but that's a double-edged sword. So it's your job to make sure no one steals, but you can't do anything if they steal anyway. So like, there's nothing you could do.
It sucks. Like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Like, it's one of those situations. What can you do?
We were arguing with our district manager after inventory that basically us as management, if this is our second failure, but they didn't count that first one on us. The first inventory that we failed, they didn't count it on us because that was accounting a lot of the previous management that was back doing shoes and no longer here. That was basically they gave us a mulligan. Basically, this is technically our first fail, and we failed it by like 1,000. So it wasn't by much. We still failed. If we get 2 fails in a row, we get written up.
Random question for you, POB. By any chance, would you ever consider getting rid of that made in Mexico Kareem?
That's a no. That's a negatory.
Really? Like nothing at all? Like not even if I offered you like a white whale?
It would have to be a made in Mexico size 52 because the 48 may be a little tight, but I'm keeping that jersey. No, this is what you want, right?
This way, he'd rather lose weight to fit in that jersey than sell it.
That's like the one Lakers jersey that I would love to keep. If I had to get rid of all my Lakers jerseys and just keep one, it would be that one.
Nothing wrong with that.
And also because John Cena did wear this one time.
He did. That's what I wanted. I'm actually yeah, my list is getting smaller and smaller, which is good. So once I'm done, my list.
Oh yeah, this will be in my next video when I make it.
Who's that? Scottie Pippen?
It's your boy.
Oh man,
the best
1999 2000 jersey.
I had the white one, but I sold it off.
Man,
yeah, yours is the all mesh one.
Rez can ask Scotty for a gamer of that. He'll get it easy.
You know what would go super dope with that Blazers Pippen? If you bought his actual wine that he signed. I got you, bro. Hit me up. I got a bottle of whiskey, bro. Hit me up. That's signed by Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you, bro.
I'll trade you that. I'll trade you the bottle of whiskey for the Kareem. Yeah.
I'm not a whiskey guy. If I'm a big whiskey, I'm gonna pick Jack Daniels.
Let's go. Yo, let me come on. Let me get. What do you want for that? I know you'll take something for it. I know you'll let it go for something.
Okay, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah,
I know. Everybody's got a price.
Everyone's got a price. I know there's something you'd want.
It had to be something pretty dramatic because this is have this.
Give me a name. Like you wouldn't let go. You wouldn't let go for like reverse Grinches or like a Kobe.
Oh, yo, you had to hit him there.
I'm just saying.
What if he offered you the shark hat?
And the shark hat, I'll let you wear the shark's hat.
One time.
Hey, yo.
By the way, guys, the Sharks were 2-0 after
the hat
or the hat at SAP. So that says something. It's definitely a good one.
Soon.
Yeah. They're gonna call you and say, "Hey, we need you back."
Yeah, they're gonna give you season tickets to be out.
You're the new mascot. You with the hat.
Yeah.
Yep. I even Sharky was asking me.
Man, what'd you say, Lou?
Listen, don't the Sharks have a mascot?
Yeah,
Sharky.
What jersey was that?
Yeah, what jersey was that?
That was my Pat Falloon CCM Authentic.
Ooh, that's a.
I wore it to the game with my Sharks hat, and they put the Sharks hat on TV, not me. They put the Sharks hat on TV.
Well, apparently, like you were saying about how many sporting events, I only been to 3 hockey games, 2.
Hell yeah, I wore that to the game. Shit.
That was legendary.
No, remember that girl? She was like calling me, and then she looked at me and was like pointing at the hat. I was like,
that girl was staring at him for like a minute, and then like we were like, "What's she staring at?" And then she like pointed at his hat, like she loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
we got to see them.
She was making the excuse that you were looking at that night. That was.
Dude, on top of that, we got 4 free tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I got them that night. 4 free Taco Bell tacos.
Because the Sharks scored 4 goals.
Ah.
Free tacos. Right.
Literally, that hat brought us everything.
I'm telling you. I told you, bro. The Sharks hat is goated forever.
Listen, as long as they still got what's his name as the coach, man, I'm like, I can't support the Sharks like that.
I don't even know his name.
You know,
the last coach I remember the name was it Pete DeBoer or whatever his name was?
Yeah. Now
that's the last coach
he
I remember.
goes to Rangers for a couple of seasons. Like actually, the year that Capo Caco got drafted. He was
David Quinn.
David Quinn. Yes, unless David
yeah,
Quinn is
yeah.
the Sharks coach, I can't. No, the Sharks.
What about their GM?
The Sharks should suck it. I'm sorry.
You don't like Mike Greer as the GM? You don't like him? Like,
I don't really care. I could take it or leave it on that one. It's just David Quinn. David Quinn left a bad taste in my mouth with the Rangers. You know, so I can't support David Quinn no matter where he goes. He could get fired tomorrow and go to another hockey team, and I'll still be like, fuck those guys.
what if he goes back to what if he goes to the Rangers?
Nah, they're not gonna get rid of Laviolette anytime soon, especially not with the start they had. Plus, I met Laviolette. He's a cool dude. He's a pretty, for somebody who's been in the league for as long as he has been, winning a Stanley Cup with Carolina back in 2006, taking the Flyers to the final. I think didn't he take Nashville to the final as well? Not long ago, when Nashville went to the Stanley Cup finals, I think Laviolette was coach as well. So he's proven that he's a proven winner. You know what I mean? He's actually on course to be the winningest U.S.-born head coach in the history of the NHL. So he seemed, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't like it was a brief interaction, but he didn't seem like was too big for his britches. He was like, "Hey, coach, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, man, big expectations this year." He goes, "I know." I'm like, "Listen, I'm not an expert in hockey or any way, shape, or form."
Oh shit!
Oh, here we go. But I'm like, I think this team fits you like a glove. I've seen what you've done in the past, and I think this team fits you like a glove. And I look forward to, that they're gonna do well on the. So because it was just outside the venue, literally putting the lineup together for the game outside. So it wasn't like it was seeking out to anybody's home or whatever. So he was pretty. He's pretty approachable. I think the previous coach that they just fired, Gallant, wouldn't have been as approachable. And this guy have won a hell of a lot more games. So, I think they're gonna do well with him. Honestly.
With the Sharks hat, what comes next, man? So, pretty much gonna wrap things up here.
Matter of fact, listen, I'd rather have the Sharks hat coach the Sharks than David Quinn.
Wow.
Dude, the Sharks hat did coach the team on.
They won. Exactly. And they got
inspired. It inspired them more than the coach.
No joke. So our seats were at the top, right? Third quarter for the second intermission, we walked down to right by the Sharks bench. We were like, maybe like 10 rows from it. Literally, we were there for 30 seconds, and they scored a goal, and they scored another one right after. The second they looked and saw that hat, the magic happened. It was like Mike Hughes.
You know what it was?
It was crazy.
We can't lose the game. This poor chump wore a freaking Sharks hat like that.
The guy, yeah, and then when they had the intermission, literally, like the guys on the Zamboni that were going around the ice rink, like they even saw the hat and they were like, "Okay, this is it." And they
literally made the ice better.
Yeah, and they gave us 4 tacos. So it's like
only us.
Goated. Never goated. So POB.
Were you the only one in that stadium with the hat?
No, there was another Sharks hat, but it was the full body. But this one was better.
Okay.
If you want to wear the hat, man, send that Kareem my way and I'll make it work. Dude, I'm telling you, everything has a price. Just let me know and we'll make it happen, man. So I will trade you.
Next live, you have to show up in $1 Million Man suit jacket.
He's got to wear the suit and he's going to be waving a bunch of cash around.
You remember that promo that he did when he was at the swimming pool? And he paid him off to basically keep the pool for himself, and he kicked all those kids out. Oh man, that was funny.
Yeah. The best one is the basketball. The kid playing the basketball. He kicked the basketball like at 9. Matter of fact, dude, they actually there's a picture out there of that kid, a grown ass version of that kid now, with Ted. There's a picture out there.
Really?
Yes, there's a picture out there of that.
Says Rez
back up in the last
hat to a seen on TV store pic and put a price tag on that bad boy. Dude, what's crazy is I tried looking for this hat on eBay. I couldn't even find it.
1 of 1.
Yeah, they didn't even have it in the store. Like that's the Sharks team store. How
I
crazy
had
is
that
that?
special dust on it that we were sniffing during the game.
Yeah, now it's blood though, because
Yeah.
we got to see the fight. We got to see a fight. Like,
Dude, they were brawling that game too. We were seeing brawl everything. It was going crazy.
the one thing I didn't see was a shootout. That's the one thing. I've never seen a shootout in person.
I got to see a shootout in person.
I've seen a couple. They're fun.
I got to see a shootout. The only Ranger game I went to was against New Jersey. They went to a shootout. And
Oh, the Devils.
my favorite Ranger, Chris Kreider, scored the game-winning goal in the shootout. So
Yeah, but did you have a Ranger hat on that looked like that?
no, because it would be a Statue of Liberty.
Then you weren't at the game. It's not then it's not real.
Nah.
All right, fellas. Well, I'm gonna wrap things up here in this episode. I appreciate you guys. Just FYI for those of you guys who are missing or catching the tail end of this live. So I'm gonna be doing 100 live totals. If you look at the title of this video, this is episode 93. So
Magic.
we have literally like less than 10 episodes to go until we wrap up this whole.
So episode 94 is what? Episode Daniel Stoverfield?
Hell no,
No,
he did some foul stuff. Don't
bro. Why? Yeah. See that is not
okay.
goated.
All right. So
No.
I'm a Giants fan. So
No,
episode
94 you
is
do Charles Haley. How
Matthias
about that?
Kiwanuka.
Why would you even mention that guy's name in my life? That's just
That's
Charles
immediately
Haley.
the first number that came up in my head.
no.
How about Charles
I'm a
Haley?
Giants kid.
You could have said Brian Young, Jesse
Charles
Sapolu.
Haley.
You could have said
See,
Brent Jones.
okay, all right, let me redeem myself. Episode 94, Matthias Kiwanuka.
I don't know who that is. Charles Haley.
Charles Haley. You could have said him.
He's a Cowboy. I remember him as a Cowboy in the Niner.
You could have even said Alex Smith of all people.
Every Niner ends up on the Cowboys or the Raiders. That's just how it goes. That's expected.
Or any Giant, yeah.
Even
Giant.
Jerry Rice.
Justin Tuck ended up on the Raiders. So
Everybody that's in Washington ends up with the Niners. It's. I mean,
what number is Chase Young wearing?
92.
92, I think. Yeah,
92.
and he was 99, right?
He was wearing 99, yeah.
Yeah.
He was wearing 99.
He got 99 problems, but his
I
jersey
guess
ain't one.
Washington ain't one.
Also, guys, if you're a Niner fan like me in Bay Area, we have a big game coming up. 49
Bang, bang.
Eagles. It's gonna be a
Fuck
hell of a game. I know it's a regular season game, but this is like playoff, almost Super Bowl caliber right
As
here.
an official Eagles hater, fuck the Eagles. Fuck that bird. Fuck the chant. Fuck Hoagies. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them with a fucking ass. I don't care if my team's 4-8. I don't give a fuck if my team's 4-8. Fuck the Eagles.
Yeah.
Fuck the EAGLES bullshit. Fuck them. I want the Niners to annihilate them, so I don't have to hear the fucking
As long
mouth.
as Brock Purdy doesn't get hurt, I think we're solid.
Just fucking jinx it.
Because all the Eagle fans,
Jinxed it.
they always tell me, "Oh, like you don't have a quarterback." You excuse. I'm like, bro, you don't have a quarterback. You're not gonna win a game, no matter what.
They got away with one last week too. Eagles got away with one last week.
Oh hell yeah, they got one.
Buffalo
Dude,
should have beat 'em.
that
Buffalo
game
should have
against
beat 'em.
Buffalo was an absolute freaking travesty.
Listen,
How is your wide receiver gonna miss that play? Like literally.
It's not only that. No, it's not only that. I look at it like this. How do you miss a horse collar when he literally ripped the fucking neckline off the jersey? How do you miss that? How blind do you have to fucking be? Those officials in that game were so terrible that they made NHL officials look good, and NHL officials are fucking terrible. Like they missed a pass interference.
One thing I can say about
They gotta win the
NHL
pass
officials,
interference.
they're skating on ice as they do it, so I'll give them credit for that.
Yes, because not
Still,
everybody
I mean,
can do that.
What? I mean, ask any NHL referee. What's the goal? Who knows? Is it in? Is it not in? Intent to fucking blow the whistle. Who knows? But nevertheless, they got to
All
win
right.
this. And the
I think
horse
I'm gonna
collar,
buy it, so I'm not gonna be watching this.
fuck them.
Thank you guys. So I will see you guys next week, same time, same place, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30
Same
p.m.
time, same bad channel,
Standard
right?
Time. Different topics. If you guys have a topic that you want me to talk about and break down, please hit up my DMs. You can find my channels in the description of this video. Also,
Stop rest when he's telling lies.
I will be uploading a video shortly here. I think it's dope. It's a very rare piece for me, for wrestling fans. And
Again.
I'll leave it at that. So
Stop rest when he's telling lies.
Watch. Next time you see us, Sharks gonna be like 4-5-0 since that hat came. Watch.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the scores, man. Now see,
Hey, you saw you heard it. You heard it from here first, man. 2-0 since this hat is gone.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make the playoffs now.
Hell yeah. All right, fellas. Have a good night, everybody. See you guys soon. Peace.
That's all it is.